market this year has changed dramatically already from 2023. We're seeing interest rates continue to go down, we're seeing inventory continue to come up, and we have seen multiple offers come back. Just over the weekend, I heard of 18 offers on a home over in Gig Harbor, had another one with 4 offers in a market that was typically a 60 days on market, and it was sold within the first weekend. So we are absolutely seeing that aggressive kind of buyer behavior come back already at the beginning of 2024. And I think for you as buyers, or maybe even as a seller, it's super important to know the trajectory we're going in so you're able to make the most informed decision about what you're going to do for home ownership in this year. Now, interest rates are moving downward. The Fed has already talked about how they're going to continue to keep rates steady, potentially seeing a decline as we get normalized with the inflation. But keep in mind that the Fed rate is not a one-to-one comparison with mortgage rates. So just last week, they increased the rates slightly and mortgage rates actually came down. Keep that in mind when you're trying to figure out whether or not you're going to make a move this year. Mortgage rates are still trending downward, and they're going to continue to do that. I think as we see those rates come down, we're also seeing more and more buyers come into the market. They're feeling more confident that that's going to be the trajectory and that they're able to refinance in a year or two once they've gotten the house that they really want to be in. Now for sellers, we're seeing the inventory pick up, but it's not nearly like it was. So think we're about half of the inventory that we were in 2021. And if you remember, that market was absolutely insane with us running out the door every 20 seconds to see the house that just came on the market. So we're about half the inventory. The rates are coming down. That means more buyers are coming into the market. Simple supply and demand. We are probably going to end up in a market where we're going to see a lot of multiple offers kind of across the board, and those price points are going to start to increase again. So all this to say, if you are a home buyer in 2024 and you're trying to figure out timing the market, what you want to do, what that's going to look like for you, make a game plan early. That is, I think, the catch-all of all of this is figure out what you want to do, where you want to be, and make that game plan early. Hop on my schedule if you want to. I have a 15-minute calendar block on there just to chat about what that could potentially look like, even if it's realistic for you. And then if you are a seller, I think it's even more so important to keep in mind what you ultimately want to be purchasing, because your window for potentially purchasing with a contingency, meaning selling your home at the same time as buying, that window is getting smaller. Now, it very much still exists right now where you're able to purchase a home as well as sell your home at the same time, but the window of opportunity to do that, I think, is going to be smaller and potentially by summertime almost not be there at all. Historically, in an election year, we see rates come down, and I think that's very much the trajectory we're seeing for this year. So it's more important than ever that if you are planning for your future move in 2024, that you make plans now for that at the beginning of the year so that you know what that's going to look like towards the middle and end of the year, and you don't potentially get trapped in a way that you're not liking how the real estate market is looking. So my prediction for 2024 in Pierce County, Washington, and I would love to revisit this video in 2025, is that we are going to see the multiple offers pick back up in springtime. We're probably going to see a little bit of a lull at the end of summer, right before the elections, because everybody gets nervous. And then I think we're going to see that continue to pick back up after the elections at the end of the year, and we're going to see confidence there. So homeowners, it is not going to go down like we were thinking it might. We were kind of all hoping it might go down just to kind of save on everybody. Realistically, we're still seeing that market trend upwards.